25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Tulane Green Wave, Tulane Stadium in New Orleans, Louisiana. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Ritz, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Tatum. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Wilson will throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man, it's Brown. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 20. Touchdown, Arkansas. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Tulane right back to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sideline.
Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. Man, he didn't just put it on his number numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. All wideouts, no backs. Wilson to pass. Looking left. It's caught. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear and one of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, in Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill, just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down the field, get people out of the box, and not be predictable. That's a really good job by this quarterback.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback moving. He's going to sling it into the heart of the field. Finds a spot in the middle. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoop. Moves football and moves the chains.
Man, these wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to him, too. We're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarm did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Second down, they'll go to the air. The quick out. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Green Wave. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in the position where you're about to give up points. And now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball is going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Tatum. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He wants to change this route. Good timing on the quick out. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. The run to the left. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Off play action on 1st down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the ground with the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Tulane now facing 3rd and forever. They'll go to the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Connection to the right. They'll mark him down right there. Good pickup, but still a little bit short of the 1st down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Hauls it in for 1st down and more. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. From the gun, give on the inside. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Pulls it in, it's buried. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Flips it out on the screen. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Tulane didn't start this drive with very good field position, but now they've got a chance to operate. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Running into the open space. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice, give your guys an opportunity to go make a play, and they do.
To the ground, he's got it again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And they will score. Touchdown, Tulane.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14.
Fellas, a battle in the Beaver State today. A lot of green, a lot of orange in the stands. Whenever Oregon and Oregon State have at it, and here's the latest. Oregon State overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Beavers tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field.
Touchdown, Razorbacks! Stealing a score on special teams. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They're testing the right side here. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. It's a running room. He's at the touchdown, Green Wave. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead. There was just a little bit of time left in the 1st half.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Marshall was anything but dominant, but the Thundering Herd are going to leave this stadium today winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the Elcon. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wilson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick 6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish.
He lost one down the sideline. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Anderson. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the 1st half.
DB's right up on the receivers. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Scrambling away. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the 2nd half. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the 2nd half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Milner. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Gibson. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
They'll keep it on the ground. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. A nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And from this angle, I don't think he got the 1st down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Looks as if that'll be enough for a Tulane 1st down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to try to return this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Davis. Now the toss. Picks up the first down, still moving. Oh, he's got some space. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They have that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man. And they lost the pitch man, and you could tell he made them pay with a big gain down the field.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's got him. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Wilson to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas. He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
Takes the handoff. It's Gibson. At the 35, he's got room. Turning it on. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. The Green Wave hoping that huge run puts momentum on their side. Wants to throw on first down. Floating away. Caught in the backfield. It's Gibson. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab behind the line. It's McClure. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Tulane lines up on third and short. Making side adjustments here. Quickly complete. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he finds no running room at all, and the third quarter is over. Maybe more open spaces coming in the fourth. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, the ball's barely touched the ground every time this guy's been dropping back so far in this game. That's one of the rare misses we've seen from him so far.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Zings it complete to the right. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ballgame, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points, now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Wide receiver going in motion. With jet sweep pass. Touchdown, Tulane! And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oklahoma is down right now, and that's unusual for this program. Those fans in Norman expect excellence. Let's see if they can provide the spark this team needs. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to San Diego State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And how about the big nose tackle? The guy who's right in the middle of the defense, the hardest spot to get a sack because you got the center in front of you, you got the guards right next to you, not a lot of space, just uses the pop.
There he goes. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. Dropping back, it's Denson. Pulls it in, it's Anderson. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense, too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Looking for room at the 40. There he goes. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
You know, the risk on defense on 4th and short, putting all those guys close to the line of scrimmage, is that if the offense creases you, it's going to be an explosive play, and that's exactly what happened. They weren't able to stay in all of their gaps, and the offense breaks off an explosive run on 4th.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to sling it on 2nd down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
The quarterback's lucky on that play because when you miss slant throws behind, if the defense is in zone coverage, there might be a defender standing right there willing to take that ball and return it for a touchdown.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's complete to the right. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop.